It's your boy Snazzy. Welcome back today. We have something that we want to talk about today. Um, as you can see, we're on some BDO today. We were gonna get ready to grind, but I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that tectone video that we just watched. We watched it like 1 o'clock, like last night. Um, and we're like, oh, this will actually be a good one. And we just got some more like, well, at least I kept diving a little bit deeper. I even asked Copilot a question, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, like what did Nutty get banned for again?" And like the ban itself is stupid, and I gotta point that out. But what he did get banned for was he did break one of the rules. Uh, it's about hey, that's what the video is gonna be about. You go check out the Tectone video, or I'm gonna leave a link to Zach's video. Uh, you go check it out if you want to know like what video we're talking about. Right. The video was really good. I recommend it. Go check out his channel. That was a good video. That it, like what he got banned for, which I guess it is justified. We'll pull it up. Uh, where is it? Yeah, because he got banned for this rule right here, right? He got banned for this rule. Even Copilot even said, yeah, like that's what he was banned for. He did. He asked for a donation, or he asked someone to give him a donation on another platform, which did who know? Hey, now who knows if that was a person who was already on Twitch and that person went over to I think that's what happened most likely. We didn't watch the VOD for it. If there's a VOD of it, someone will link it down below for me to check it out. Um, but if that happened, basically for what I said right there, so he asked someone from his chat from Twitch side, that person went over, gave him a dono. Twitch does not. That's a no go. You're not allowed to do that. Right? That's a violation. You just broke rule number 2. Now, are these rules stupid? I will tell you that yet again. It's fucking stupid. I don't like them. I think all of us don't like them, especially with the current things that are going on Twitch. A lot of people are picking up multi-streaming, right? I multi-stream to Kick. I like streaming to both platforms, right? I have my people on Twitch and I have my people on Kick. I love both my platforms, right? But quite naturally, there's a lot of people besides myself who are multi-streaming as well. Some people just now picking it up. Tectone and Asmongold, they just started multi-streaming. They're going on like 3 weeks now, something like that. I may be wrong, right? They started multi-streaming. They like it. Now, Tectone has gotten into some trouble with multi-streaming, just like everyone else. Um, and I even learned some new things with with uh with them coming onto the multi-streaming thing, that you're not allowed to. Well, I'm not sure if that is. I feel like that's against the rules. Like the more I think about it, but you're providing like the same experience because whenever someone follows you on Twitch, you actually see those alerts. But when someone follows you on Kick, quite naturally, only the Kick people who get that alert as well, right? The Kick people get their alert, and Twitch people get their alert as well. But only one way is allowed, and that's because the whenever someone follows you on Kick, that excludes the people who are on Twitch, right? Even though quite naturally going that way, Kick ain't gonna care. But it's the fact that it goes that way, and then that way is not okay. You get what I'm trying to say, right? That way is not okay, but the other way is okay, right? It's allowed. Twitch is allowed to exclude those people with their follow or whatever alerts that pop up. Kick, it's not okay for Kick to be able to do that to Twitch, right? To the Twitch viewers. It's stupid. That breaks rule number 1. Right? I learned that. What happened to Tectone? We'll throw a clip right here.
other platforms or services on your Twitch stream during your simulcast, such as merging chat or other features, to ensure the Twitch community is included in the entirety of the experience of your live stream. Now, here's the important part. If you fail to adhere to these simulcasting guidelines, Twitch will send you a warning prior to taking any enforcement action.
I've already been sent 3 warnings. I've already been sent 3 warnings. I shit you not. Right. So I segregated my chats to have YouTube and Kick and Twitch over here. Yeah, legit. I mean, they unironically have warned me 3 fucking times. I shit you not. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Yeah, you're allowed to multi-stream on other platforms, but don't show the chat and don't say that you're streaming on other platforms. What the fuck's the point of that? YouTube lets me multi-stream wherever. Kick lets me multi-stream wherever. In fact, they encourage it. You can multi-stream, but don't look at their chat, don't have the chat, and don't say you're streaming anywhere else. From needy girlfriend to possessive girlfriend.
Where, as you saw, he said he got 3 warnings, and it was for rule number 3, where you are not allowed to merge chats. Now, what is the reason why we can't merge chats? Here's Dan Clancy's explanation for that.
So maybe they're both of them. Okay, so one reason is one of the things that we think is really critical on Twitch is the community. We think that's the foundation of Twitch. I will tell you one reason why there's always apprehension about simulcasting was this idea that it fractures the Twitch community. And a big part of community is recognizing people, having identity, seeing the names, seeing them on other channels. And one of the things that's nice about Twitch is people stay on a channel. So in contrast, if you look at TikTok or YouTube, there are these massive funnels, but people just fly by, right? There's always something going on, but you don't see the same name. I talked with actually a bunch of the Twitch streamers that are now on YouTube, and they all agreed community is different on YouTube. That's because you don't see the same people. You don't have that sense of a shared experience. And we think it would hurt the Twitch experience if you combine chat, because part of the whole point of Twitch is the Twitch community. Okay? So that's point one. And so in general, and that also goes to alerts and other things. The idea is the Twitch community is the Twitch community. We don't mind you simulcasting, but we want the Twitch community to be the Twitch community. Now, the other reason is if we did have you combine chat, you are now responsible for whatever is said on the chat on those other streams. Because if somebody comes in and says something against our community guidelines, we don't know if this person is suspended, if this person is banned, if something's happening to this person. We have no information about that at all. Okay? So we would have to treat it as if you said those words, because we say, oh, well, that's your responsibility. The reality is people would do it, and then people would go into their chat on other platforms, and they would say stuff to get them banned from Twitch, because they would think, isn't this cute? And then the person would look at us and say, well, wait, but I didn't do it. And we'll say, yeah, but blah, blah, blah. And we told you. And they said, yeah. And we would have let them do that. Okay. And I guarantee you it would happen. I guarantee you people would go around to get people suspended on Twitch.
Yeah. So it's stupid, right? We can all agree. It's like, okay, bro, it is what it is. And I think Nutty said it best here on Dexerto, right? It is very weird. It's weird behavior. It is. He took the punishment. He took the suspension. It was only a 1-day suspension, with a 90-day warning. Right. Quite naturally, he can't repeat the same offense, or he probably get a more harsh punishment than 1 day. Right. Right. So he took the punishment. It's stupid, right? We can yet again, the rules are stupid, but it is what it is. He wants them to change the rule now. And I might even say yes, like change this rule. It's a stupid rule, right? Like it's a stupid rule. I don't like the rule. I don't like the rule either. I think a lot of people hate it, obviously here, right? Because it's like, bro, like what the actual F, okay? Right? I'm calling for Twitch to admit their guidelines for multi-streaming is hostile towards streamers that actually want to be on your platform and be a part of your community. Yes. The Phrasing is far too vague and leaves the door open for streamers to be suspended simply for engaging with external platforms more than Twitch. More specifically, the third guideline, which prohibits displaying any activity from third party platforms, needs to be removed. Factual, yes. That needs to, I hate that. Right? The fact that I have to clutter my stream with, like, if I wanted, and I don't use two chats on my screen because it looks fucking hideous, right? I don't like how cluttered that looks, right? Having two different chats on your screen when you should probably only have one. Like, there's no problem with having one. But having two chats on your screen is like people are asking, what's going on? People will still ask what's going on. They'll understand that one chat's Twitch and then the other one is Kick. They'll understand that. People don't like it, right? I don't like it. It looks ugly, right? That needs to be removed. The way that is written technically makes it permissible to suspend anyone if they are just using tipping platforms like Stream Elements or Streamlabs. That's insane. That is insane. It's ridiculous. It does leave the window for potentially getting banned for that or suspended for like a few days. It's stupid. Yet again, we know. Okay, they do need to change that one. I think that's the one I think people would be okay with being changed the most. Out of all three of the rules, I understand the linking, but I think that ties into what's going to be said next. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous to say that you allow multi-streaming, but then ask your creator to pretend like none of the other platforms exist. We should be allowed to combine chats on screen, acknowledge our viewers that support us, even if they come from other platforms. Very true. Very true yet again. I get that Twitch doesn't want viewers leaving for other platforms, but rules like this show that you don't even have confidence in your own platform anymore. Very true. Very true. Like what needs to be said about that? Right? They have, it's like quite naturally most of us do. I would like to assume that most of us, we were promoting our Twitch because we want people to follow us no matter where we're at, right? And be like, oh yeah, I stream on Twitch too. Hey, you can, maybe drop me a follow over there too, right? Hey, if your audience wants to do that, they'll do that. But you can't do that vice versa. You can't do it the other way. You're only allowed to do it towards Twitch, not away from Twitch, right? Essentially, if you watch Tectone's video, is basically what he's saying. It's like that girlfriend that they want the attention only for them. They don't give it to the other people as well. That needy girlfriend, right? That's basically what it is. Twitch wants you to neglect your other audience. And I think I said this before when they first implemented these rules. It's as if they don't want you to promote your other platform, right? They don't want you to let people know that, hey, while during the stream, by the way, if you're not doing it on stream, I think that's okay if you're promoting your other platforms. But it's if you're doing it while you're streaming, that's not okay because someone got banned. I'll throw it on screen right here. Someone got banned for linking their Kick link in chat. The streamer got banned for linking his Kick to his viewers who are on Twitch. He got in trouble. He got banned for that. I'm not sure how long he got banned, but he got banned. I'll show if I find it. I'll show how long he got banned. Yeah, they don't want you promoting. They don't want people potentially, like, even if they're still on Twitch, mind you, because that's what I feel like most people's are doing, right? Most of the viewers are doing that. I would believe they'll leave their Twitch up, but they'll probably have both open, right? Right. Most of my friends, right, like Itsy, Bitsy, right, Atomic, Muted, right? A lot of my friends who watch me, even Jovial, right? And Ralphie, a lot of my friends. I'm not sure Ralphie. Not Ralphie. Repulsive, right? He follows me on both platforms. He watches on both platforms, right? Right? Even like one of my friends that I'm on for right now, Ren, she multi-streams right now. Now, I should probably warn her later of what might happen to her if she doesn't change something. I won't say what she's breaking right now, but right, we're gonna have to tell her about it later because they're going around. They're going around, and if you're watching Zach's video, if you watched it, you saw that he messaged a bunch of the people who did receive a suspension or however long their suspension were. We don't know about that for each person that received a warning or a ban from this, but each one of the people had a Kick link in their description or panel, something like that, to where it linked to Kick, and they all got banned for it. Don't know for how long. Maybe it was a day, maybe just like him, just a day. It's not a serious offense, but who knows? They'll take it serious if you keep repeating it. Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna ever enforce this rule, and I think that's what most of us are saying, right? I think that's what most of us are saying. We didn't know they were going to actually like enforce that rule. Uh, right? Didn't know. Like for 2 years, like they didn't enforce this rule up until now. And I think it's mainly because a lot of people are starting to pick up multi streaming and they're considering other platforms to stream to, mainly because of all the issues that are currently happening. There and repeated things that keep happening on Twitch. You know, the banning of VTubers, or you know, unfair treatment. You know, things like that, things of that nature. Favoritism, hypocrisy. You know it. You've seen it all. You've seen a lot of other people's videos on it. What can I say? Like, you know, people are looking at other options because your platform is a shit show half the time. It's like I love streaming on Twitch. Don't get it wrong. I do, but like it's not even like the community itself, or maybe sometimes it is, but it's not all the time, right? It's not all the time. I meet a lot of good people over here, but quite naturally, it's the quite naturally it's the administration itself that is the problem because the way they enforce rules, people don't like it. Right? It's like, do you prefer how Kick do you prefer how Kick uh regulate their platform to where it's like, you know, they do it by a case by case situation, or like it's the wild west, the wild west, as people say, like, oh, you can just do whatever on Kick, right? But at least we're not being banned for stupid shit, is how I see it, right? In that regard, like you can hate Kick all you want, but you're not being banned for stupid shit unless you're actually doing something obviously wrong, right? Unless you're doing something obviously wrong, you'll probably get banned, or it's so obvious, it's so blatant that they have to ban you. It's so blatant they have to ban you. But we'll leave it at that. We're gonna be on some BDO. As you can see, we're playing some BDO. We're about to go hit some freaking mobs, right? Shockingly, mainly because we're about to get a new update for you PC folk or some people who don't know anything about BDO. We're getting a next gen port. I guess I can show it. Well, we'll throw it on screen, right? I already have it installed at the moment, as you can see. It's gonna be pretty hype. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Probably gonna stream a lot more now, since you know now we have this amazing new version of BDO coming out in 6 more days. It's gonna be insane. You know, we're gonna be back on our, even though they nerfed my archer. We'll leave it at that. I'd like to see what you guys got to say in the comments, like always. Hey, it's pretty crazy, right? Like we know, like quite naturally, you know, the very basic 3 rules of the simulcast. But it's like there's some other hidden shit. Right? I didn't know you can get banned for the alerts popping up for Kick. I didn't know that. I genuinely did not know that. That's insane. Uh, you learn something new every day. Stay good, stay safe, everyone. Later.